Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. Here in this video, you see 3 very attractive females. And they're dressed differently. And they're shaped differently to some degree. Okay? You see one that's it's almost like someone's little sister or something. You see one who's very corporate-like, right? Very materialistic. And you see one who's very kind of, it's kind of liberal, Native American, black, mixed-ish, something to this effect is how she comes off, right? Maybe there's Asian in there, maybe there's Islander. Can't call it exactly. Okay. And they're all 3, give or take, the same complexion as I am. So they're mixed, no matter how you slice it, right? If you're from the Middle East, you're Semitic because you're semi-this, semi-that, so on and so forth. You're mixed. And Ethiopians are mixed. How much more people in the Middle East, right? Now, I'm mixed, right? And so before black people who are all black, black women say, hey, he's black. Okay? Mixed women should say, hey, he's mixed, I'm mixed, we're about the same complexion, what's the problem? Love transcends racial boundaries. Love transcends religious boundaries. Love transcends cultural boundaries, right? It should be concerned with moral precision, not religious doctrine. Religious doctrine, where it's true, is moral precision. Moral precision, in a setting of something else, attached to something else, is like a gold ring, a platinum ring, a precious jewel in a pig's snout. Because you shouldn't yoke yourself to something else. No offense to anybody or their religions. I'm not talking about any religion in particular right now. I'm just trying to make that distinction understood. The pure doctrine of moral precision. So as I look at these people, and I say to myself, well, because of how we're all kind of affected by propaganda, the one in the middle has a lot of, she's emphasizing her sex appeal. The other 2 are kind of more plain dressed. But the one who's actually best for me, at first glance, when it comes to character, is the female with the hooded sweater on, who's warning people about what females not to date. But the other female is being one of the females that they've described in that video, and I'm not saying I agree with them or disagree with them. I don't want to break the rules on TikTok here. Okay. I'll let you try to guess what I think on your own. And, okay, she's being that. And the other one's being a kind of, she's kind of fitting the argument. Now, again, I'd love to date any of these 3 females. This is not an insult toward any of these females. If they want to message me immediately. If you want to message me right away. Right away. Okay? And make sure, keep trying until you get it through. Go to my YouTube, Persecuted by Racists, or Poison Christ on YouTube. Okay? Also, Fumed Christ is Proven, I believe, is another one. Okay? Go to my channels and comment. I insist. This is not about insulting them. Now, when we look at this another way, let's say for the sake of argument, and I'm not saying this is the case, that the one in the middle is actually the most attractive to me, that I actually enjoy male and female relationships more with her because the other one is not so serious. The other 2 aren't so serious about being a female. Where that one, even though she's very materialistic, she's kind of like, hey, let me be very, she's saying that she wants to be very feminine. I should then exert my moral authority and demand that she date me and not some rich person and not anyone else, okay? Because I'm the righteous man. And that should come first. That should always come before less righteous guys. The throne is established in righteous, the throne of the king who makes the policy. If their marriages are valid, I'll leave it alone. If they're dating and they're married and they want to obey God to me, I'll leave her alone. But if she's not, she should obey, period. Psalm 45, Proverbs 16:10 through 12, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. Proverbs 11:22, a woman who rejects good sense is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. She should obey. And let me purge the wickedness from her. Let me purge the imperfections and make her perfect and make her a wife worth having. So there's 2 main takeaways I want you to get from this video. I don't want to go on too long. One, okay, is that society is racist as hell. They encourage people who are Indian or Pakistani or Arab or Persian or Ethiopian, etc., to say, he's not my religion, he's not my race, so I'm not going to give him a chance. Or he's not rich, or he's targeted, which is wrong and racist and evil, because I'm being targeted for addressing racism, among other things. So it's racist to say, whether you're black or I am or not, to say that you're not going to give me a chance because I'm targeted. That means you're saying that you're not going to give me a chance because the Klan doesn't approve, and that's reinforcing racism, and complicity with racism and reinforcing it is racism. And they know that damn well. They know it's wrong, and they know it's helping racism, and there you go. And they're racist. Absolutely. You should get that society is keeping me from these women, and they should choose me. And you should also get, that, society's racist, they're keeping me from these women, they should choose me. You should also get that I deserve gorgeous females. Okay, these females are all very attractive. I'm very particularly picky. It's very likely I wouldn't choose any of these females, given my rightful place. I'm just going to choose the first kind of cool seeming female that comes my way who's very attractive. No, I'm looking for true love. I'm a one-woman man. We can also look at the idea of all these people refuse to obey God. They refuse to come into their gender and their humanity to the point where they refuse to obey God. No offense to anybody. Then perhaps in that situation, the righteous king in that situation, who's actually righteous, which it can occur after my flesh dies, should have more than one wife. Because if you fail to be a whole woman, then you're a piece of one. And why should I settle for just a piece when I should have a whole, and if not, a bunch of pieces? You see what I'm saying? Now, what do they got to do to be whole? They've got to try with all their heart to be moral precise. They got to keep the greatest commandment. That's why it's called the greatest commandment. It doesn't just make you greater than other people when you keep it, but it's the bare minimum to have the Spirit of God in you, which makes you human.